Hey, what's up guys, Sam here, and today I'm going to show you my top 15 jailbreak tweaks for iOS 8.3. Let me just show you that it is running iOS 8.3 jailbroken. And there it is, 8.3. Now, if you haven't jailbroken yet, I will put up a video sometime this week. But these are my top 15 jailbreak tweaks that are compatible with iOS 8.3, because of course not all of them are compatible, as this jailbreak is very new. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into things. So we'll start off with my favorite one, which is called Reachapp. So let's say you're on Safari. Where's Safari? And you're reading, for example, the terms of service for something. This is show TV terms of service. This is what I use for recording, by the way. So when you double tap the Touch ID sensor, or you can get Activator if you don't have it and instead of something different, this little section will pop up here, and when you select an app, it will open that app, and then you can actually have two apps running at the same time. So let me just pull up YouTube here, and as you can see, you can have YouTube videos, and the way you just pull this down, this little grating down, if you want to have more, and then you pick a video.
His gun is jammed. Can you see the knife on top of it? You can't.
And just like that, you can have two apps running at the exact same time. So it's a pretty cool tweak. Also, when you're in the home section, when you double tap the home button, it brings down the apps just like you have on the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, which is very, very handy. It is a free tweak, and as I said, it's called Reachapp. The link will be in the description. Now, the second one is a very simple tweak. As you can see, all the badges over here have a different color. This is thanks to a tweak called Badge Customizer. So if we just go down here and scroll to Badge Customizer, you can change the badge color. You can mess around with these, or you can just do what I do and have preset colors, and you can change them. And I have my one set to yellow, and it has this nice yellow and purple going on. So it's a lot more fresh and unique than the regular red and white. And I just like it a lot. It's one of those very simple tweaks, but it makes your iPhone experience a lot better, or iPod, or iPad, or whatever. So that tweak is called Badge Customizer. The next tweak is also a very simple tweak. It's called BLOARD. So as you can see, when we create a new note, my keyboard is black, and it's like that in every single app and everything, because all it does is change it to the color of the search keyboard, and I just think it's a lot nicer, fresh, and you can change it around, have it black and have it white, so you have something new. Very simple. It's called BLOARD. And the next tweak is called Cylinder. As you can see, when I turn the pages on my thing, on the apps, obviously the apps have a different animation. This is thanks to a tweak, called Cylinder. So if you go here, you have effects. So I'm just going to clear all the effects. For example, you have, let's just pick a nice one. Okay, let's pick card horizontal. It changes the animation. It's completely free, and it really adds to your experience with iOS. It's really nice. It works really well on all devices, and I definitely recommend you get this, because it's a must-have when you jailbreak your device. And once again, that one is called Cylinder. Now the next one is a very unique tweak. It's called F.lux, F.lux, and if you just click on it, as you can see when it loads, you can set it so at night or at day, the screen becomes a shade of yellow. I don't know how well you can see this in the recording, but it basically it makes it easier on the eyes when you're reading, and it doesn't hurt them as much, and it adds really nice colors, and it's very, very subtle and very nice. And it's a tweak that when you get it, you then unjailbreak your device, you can't live without it because it's a really handy one that you use on a regular basis. The next tweak is called Hotdog. As you can see, if I lock my device, it says, "Well, Tom," and "Welcome back, Tom." This is a custom tweak. You just go, when you download it, it's called Hotdog. So you go over, when you install it, it should be somewhere here. There it is, Hotdog. And you can change so many things. So for my one, I just went to passcode and select to unlock, and I put in my own thing. So "Welcome, Tom," and "Welcome back, Tom." You can change the status clock format, the custom carrier text, pick colors. It's really, really, really nice, and it really adds a unique feel to your device. And it's just something that's very simple, and you may not notice it all the time, but it's just nice, and I recommend you getting it. You know, it's free, it's worth a try, and it's called Hotdog. The next is called Message Customizer. So as you can see, if I go to my messages, the writing's different. The colors are all different. This is thanks to the tweak called Message Customizer. You can change all the colors of the text and the bubble. So as you can see, if we go over to settings and go to Message Customizer, you can change the SMS bubble, the iMessage bubble, other person bubble, and when you go to them, you can also change the text color and the bubble color. And I think it's very, very cool, very handy, and it definitely looks very nice when you actually have it on your device. The next is called Mobius, and this is such a simple tweak that Apple should definitely implement into iOS 9. Usually when you want to go to the very last page, you have to scroll like this until you get to the last page, and then scroll back. But with Mobius, just like on Android, you can just switch like that. You can go around forever. So if you want to get if you have a lot of pages and you want to get to the very last one very fast, just do this, and there you go. You're on the last page. Very, very simple, and you can't. Again, it's like one of those, when you have it, you don't really appreciate it. When you don't have it, you really miss it. So that one is called Mobius. The next tweak is called No Blur. So when you get it, as you can see, there is no blur on the dock here. There's I have a different dock, but there's just no blur. And if we go over here, there's also no blur on this. And when you get notifications and messages, there's no blur. You can customize that to your liking by just going to settings and going to no blur, which is here. And here you go, you have individual options, and you can change everything you want to your style. It's very nice. You could change it so the control panel, it has no blur, and it just looks cool. And I definitely recommend you get this as well, because it's one of those things that you may like the blur but not on everything, so you can just kind of customize it to your liking. It gives you a lot of customizability with it, so you should check it out. It's called No Blur. The next one is called Noslowanimations. As you may have realized, my apps open really quick, and folders open really quick as well. This is thanks to a tweak called Noslowanimations. So if you have a look here, you can change the speed. This is on the fastest, you can set it to slower, and it's just really, really nice. You know, when everything runs much faster, and it really, it's so nice. It's so nice. because it basically it speeds up everything your iPhone or your iPod or your iPad does. And if you have like a slower device, it definitely helps to kind of speed it up a bit and liven it up. And it's definitely worth recommending. It's called Noslowanimations. The next one is called Phantom, and oh my god, I love this. It's called Phantom for Snapchat. Okay, so if you go to Snapchat here, you realize once it loads that there's a little icon here, and when you click it, you can upload images and videos from your camera roll, and you can edit them then, which is awesome. You can hide yourself from stories, which is great. And if you take a picture and go to send it, if you press send to, it highlights all your friends, which is wow. It's a lifesaver. It really is really nice. Oops, sorry. And you can also create groups and send messages to multiple people at the same time. And you can view people's Snapchats for an infinite amount of time, and you can save them without them knowing it. And it's just really really nice. It's called Phantom for Snapchat. And again, all links are in the description. The next one is called Powertap. Very very simple. When you hold the power button, as you can see, it's very normal at the start, just set the power off. But when you click it again, it's set to reboot. When you click it again, it's set to respring, and then again, safe mode. So it has all of those implemented right there if you need them. And it's really really nice if you have a big issue and you can't, for example, unlock your phone. You can go to safe mode and all the jailbreak tweaks are turned off, and then you can kind of play around with the settings and stuff so it works again. The next tweak is called RecordPause. Now I can't actually show you this, but I'll demonstrate how it works. So if you go to the camera, hello, if you're recording a video, when you record, and when you press on this, it pauses the video, and then when you press on it again, it plays it again. So you can record videos, and if you have to stop for some reason, you don't have to stop the whole video, you can just pause it, which I think I was waiting for someone to do this. It's so obvious. It's one of those things that I always wanted, and now it's here, and it's really really handy. The next one is called Statusvol 2. This one, as you can see when you go to turn down my volume, it doesn't have that annoying blurry bell in the middle of the screen. It just has a little thing on top, and if I put it in silent, it just tells me, which is nice. And when you're watching videos and stuff, especially like on an iPhone where the screen is not that big, it really helps to get the most out of it, and you can still see the video, and it's just really nice. The next one is called Winterboard. So as you can see here, my apps look a lot different from the original ones. That's thanks to Winterboard. Sorry. So if you go here and you find Winterboard, there it is. You can select themes. I have iOS. To get themes, you just go to Cydia. Cydia's here. And you can either look for the paid themes, which are in the sections here, and once it loads, you can look for themes here, or you can look them up on YouTube, and then, because that's what I usually do, because a lot of people create them and then put them on YouTube, and then they're free, because I personally don't like to pay for my tweaks, because that just defeats the purpose for me, because it's meant to give me free customizability. So that's Winterboard, and it's really nice. And the next one is called Bytafont 2. Now here it is. As you can see, all my rating on my phone is different. I have it set to Action Man. Basically, it changes the font in every application and all around your phone, and you have a lot to pick from. So when you download the thing, it's an actual app that you get, and you go to Browse, what I like to do is go through most downloaded, and you can pick a section. For example, let's pick hand drawn, and just like that, you look at the thing. You look at the ones that you're most interested in, and then when you click view on Cydia swap mode, it takes you to Cydia, you install it, and then once it installs, you go back to Bytafont 2, go to swap mode, basic, and pick your font. It's really, really nice. It changes your iPhone completely. It overhauls everything. It's really nice. And the last one for today is called, oh god, what was it called? Sorry, I'm just joking. Zeppelin. Zeppelin, as you can see, my carrier logo says bitch because I just picked it. But it lets you change what your carrier logo is. So, you have the standard words are like this. I downloaded the YOLO Swag Hipster pack, I think. And as you can see, I get this, and I get a couple of ones, but they're really cool. I just stuck to this one, and I just like it, and it really is nice. And it just looks nice. It doesn't do anything, but it looks nice, and you notice it all the time, and it's just there all the time. It just looks nice. And that about wraps it up for today. That's all of the tweaks I have, my favorite ones, anyways. Well, actually, you know what? I'll even include this one. I was going not to, but you know what? It's an obvious one. Unlimtones lets you change the ringtones of your phone. No, ads. Sorry. You let you change the ringtones of your phones, and you can pick them, and you can search them, and then you can simply. Let me look at top SMS alerts. I do not get copyrighted. So you can go to this, and you can be like, these nuts. Got him. You can add the ringtone then, add the ringtones, and then you can go to sounds. Sounds. You go through text tone, and then you can just pick the one you just got. And it's really, really nice. I definitely recommend you get it. Now that's it for my favorite ones. I decided. Leave a like if you enjoyed. As I said, I will put all the links in the descriptions. When I do make my YouTube video, I'll try and put that in the description too on how to jailbreak on iOS 8.3. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see ya.